Welcome to the LeverX webinar series, a free educational service offered to SAP customers to inform and demonstrate SAP functionality and industry best practices to improve your business performance. Our webinar today is entitled Manage Regulatory Compliance with SAP Environmental Health and Safety Management. This webinar, jointly sponsored by SAP and LeverX, will discuss how your company can leverage SAP solutions to embed product compliance into all facets of your business. We will show you how the SAP Environmental Health and Safety Management, EHSM 4.0, and the Product Stewardship Network, PSN, can manage your regulatory reporting requirements, collect data from your supply chain, manage the assessment of your product portfolio, and support different organizations such as engineering, purchasing, sales, with a single integrated solution for compliance information. My name is Alan Mendel, Vice President at LeverX, and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. Before we begin our topic, let me briefly introduce you to LeverX. LeverX delivers strategic, functional, and technical services in the areas of SAP Product Lifecycle Management, Portfolio Project Management, Environmental Health and Safety, and other related solutions.
Well, thank you, Alan, and good morning and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robin Whitaker. I am an SAP pre-sales solution engineer, as Alan mentioned, supporting the SAP sales team as a product compliance expert. Now, product compliance capabilities are the solutions that help companies in the discrete industry adhere to global regulatory requirements such as REACH, RoHS, and conflict minerals. I have over 10 years experience supporting product compliance solutions. As a matter of fact, I was a project manager and consultant implementing an earlier version of the solution that we're going to discuss today. So we thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to join our webinar, and we promise you that we'll get you informed about our compliance solutions and our capabilities and let you go before you know it. Got a little latency here. First, we're going to review the solutions as an introduction, as Alan mentioned, for foundation and to get you familiar with the user interface. Although we have a host of solutions to support all of our sustainability needs across your organization, the two solutions that we're going to cover today are the Product Stewardship Network, or we may call it PSN, and the EHSM Product and REACH Compliance Solution, or SPRC. I'm going to discuss the inherent benefits that customers realize when engaging SAP for compliance management, and then following me will be the high-level demonstration by my partner David, and then we're going to open the floor to you to ask questions. So let's move forward with SAP Product Compliance Management. SAP Product Compliance addresses two problems. The first is the need to collect compliance data from suppliers across multiple supply chains. They're using multiple systems in multiple formats, and this is needed to support customer and legislative reporting requirements. The second is the need to ensure that your entire workforce has visibility of the compliance aspects of their job, understanding that they're not compliance experts, yet they still have to ensure that the products that they design, they source, they manufacture, they purchase, and they sell adhere to a multitude of global compliance regulations and requirements.
I've logged in here into our demo system, and you can see I'm in our sustainable supply chain screen, and I've come down here to our embedded product compliance. On the left-hand side, you can see, I landed on our overview screen, which you can see will list out everything in the middle, and then our particular pieces of functionality that we can drive to for our services. First thing I'm going to do is come down here to this 3D compliance. Robin touched base with about this a little earlier, but what this is a tool is, not everybody works in regulatory compliance. There's people, at the earlier parts of a new product development cycle, designers and your analysts that are working at that end trying to design and create a product. And typically what we're seeing when we're talking to customers is that they build something and then they throw it to the regulatory compliance people. And then the regulatory compliance people a lot of times just take an extract of the bill of material from that designer and then create a spreadsheet and then go analyze item by item each component of that spreadsheet to find out if they're compliant for RoHS or REACH, etc. And so it's a very manual, labor-intensive process. You might have a system that's performing some of that functionality as well, but a lot of the customers I talk to are, they frankly do it on spreadsheets. And if they're looking at one component and a guy or gal across the law firm is looking for the same component for a different product that's sharing a component, they're doubling their efforts, tripling their efforts, depending on how many people are there. So the way that this tool helps you is by getting this information. You have that centralized repository, and that information is then in your system. What that then will do is feed upstream to those design people and procurement people that are earlier on, and in your product development cycle. So here you can see on this left-hand portion of our lower screen, we have a printer. This is using the SAP Visual Enterprise tool. And you can come in here, you can rotate it and zoom all, you can move it around. The system will work with you. If you want to see its product structure, you have its full product structure over here on the left-hand side, which you can scroll on. And just with a simple selection of a checkbox here, I can turn off the printer lid.